guys get a lot of forest fire smoke where you're at, or
it blows in from the West Coast? Yeah.
does it really?
It does.
Gosh, it's been terrible here.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I don't know how you guys have made it this far. As far as I can tell, most of the West Coast is on fire every year.
Well, I mean, if it's coming all the way across the country, that's just
It does.
crazy.
We have some pretty amazing sunsets because of it, which is cool and sad. But
Yeah.
you can also see during the day it is very hazy, and the it blocks out a little bit of light. But
Well,
air
Oh,
quality meter goes to the poor end of the spectrum.
wow, all the way over there.
Mhm.
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I think this last summer we had maybe a week total that wasn't smoky. I mean, that's not not my idea of a good time.
It's not a sustainable life.
No, it's not.
Hide and,
But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, I don't know if it's, I don't even know what's causing it. I mean, I've heard that like Native American people, and maybe this is true, maybe it's not, but they had a way of, like, I don't know if it's controlled burns in the forest or what.
I'll give you my friend Badger's information, but he does controlled burns and has specifically studied fire and forest ecology, like very fire dependent species that you need, fire to open up certain pine cones, especially out west. But yeah, indigenous peoples and First Nations peoples did have
Did I call them Indians? I'm sorry. Did I call them Indians? Because it's not very inclusive of me to do that. I'm trying to be.
He was over like Indians from India or Native
well, I know
American.
I was talking about them earlier. I know. But you know what I meant. Indigenous people
did have very, very, I mean, that's where most of permaculture regenerative ag comes from, is Native American and indigenous people's practices. Because they knew how to live, within the circle of nature. Like, they didn't try to go outside of it and control it. They just worked with it, and managing small fires so that large ones didn't get out of control was one of their methods.
Well, I mean, and they had a lot to lose. Exactly. They had an awful lot to lose, right? So, exactly. And I think that marrying the two, like the spiritual and that kind of lifestyle, that very like nature in multiple different ways, both the spiritual and the I don't know what the proper, what would you call the proper term, like that symbiotic nature human relationship. I don't know what you call that. But you know what I'm talking about, life, right?
That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it always has been until the Industrial Revolution, really.
Yeah, and boy, that's just really ramped up, huh? Now we're getting to the point where it's like, okay, you guys go over here with your stuff, right? Leave us alone. We're over here, who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's depressing note to go out on. Check out my chat with Sasha, where I guarantee there's nothing depressing in our chat.
It gets better.